Good morning, children. So, student, welcome back. Today we will discuss about the third topic of chapter number 6, staffing, and the topic will be the recruitment. Student, before that, just have a quick review what we have read in the first and the second video of chapter number 6, staffing. So, student, in chapter number 6, staffing, which is the third function of management. The first function was your planning, second was your organizing, and third function of management is staffing. As I have informed you already that staffing basically means related with human resources. That is the reason we have HRM department also over there. Now, in the revision of these two topics, just have a look here that staffing means putting people to job. It begins with human resources planning and include different other functions like recruitment, selection, training, development, promotion and performance appraisal of workforce. Student, in the second video when I have explained you about the staffing, I have told you that we used to have two definitions of staffing. The first was in the narrow concept and the second definition was in the wider concept. In the narrow concept definition, we used to say that staffing is just putting people to a job. It means giving people a job, that is called staffing. But when we talk about the wider definition, it not only include putting people to a job, but say to put right people for a right job with other thing also or other functions also. And these functions are what? These functions are providing training to the employees, giving a development, then promoting the employee, performance appraisal of workforce also. So that is the reason the modern concept or the modern definition of staffing not only include putting people to job, but it include other areas of development also. Student, in this next we have read about the need and importance of staffing. Why we require staffing? We require staffing so that we can be able to obtain competent employee in the organization. We require staffing so that we can able to ensure high performance of job by putting right people into a right job. We require staffing so that we can able to have continuous growth in the organization, so that the organization also and the employee can also grow, survive in the market. We require the staffing or proper staffing so that there can be optimum utilization of human resources. We require staffing so that there can be a job satisfaction into the employee. So this we have read earlier only, so I will be not going into very deep in that. Next we have read in the first video was staffing as a part of human resources management, HRM, where I have told you that when you talk about staffing and HRM, staffing is a part of HRM because human resources management function is to manage the employee of an organization, to deal with people, it's not only include putting right people into right job that staffing did, but it also see that how these employee, those who has been appointed into the organization, growth prospect can be increased for all those. That is the reason we call staffing is a part of human resources management. Now in the next video we have read about the process of staffing, the second video. In the process of staffing, we have read that whenever there are a process of staffing has to done into the organization, or whenever we require human being to put into a job, there is a complete sequenced step which every organization has to follow. And these steps are: the first, the organization has to identify manpower requirement. How much manpower is required into the organization, that has to be identified. Once that is identified, then recruitment has to be done. It means according to the requirement, searching of employee has to be done. Once the employee has been searched, then selecting among the application. It means once we have searched the employee, we have to encourage them to fulfill or to give their application for the job. And once the application has been given, the third step is to select the employee who is best suited for your job. Once the employee has been selected, then providing him or appointing him a job or a particular position, orientation set, introducing the new employee with the older employee. Once that is done, then we have to provide training and development to the employee. After that, we have to check according to the training is there is growth or development in the employee or not. Once that is done, we have to provide promotion according to the performance of employee, and after that compensation of employee has to be decided. Now these are the different process of staffing or different steps of staffing process which has to be followed in a sequence manner. This is what we have read, children, and in this third video of this chapter we are going to start with another topic, that is recruitment. Now student, recruitment we have learned also earlier. What is recruitment? Recruitment basically refers to the process of finding possible candidate for a job or a function. It has been defined as the process of searching for prospective employee and stimulating them to apply for job in an organization. It means recruitment is basically a process of searching employees and encouraging these employees to apply for a job in the organization. Means once the identification of employee has been done from the owner's side, the next step is to recruit these employee. Recruit the employee basically means to search those employee which we are needed. Once that searching process and encouraging that people to apply for the job in the organization is called as recruitment. Now, how we can able to recruit the people? It means we require certain sources by which we will be able to inform the people that we require this skills people. So for that, advertisement is commonly a part of the recruitment process. It can occur through several means, through newspapers, using newspaper dedicated to job advertisement, through professional publication, using advertisement placed in windows, through a job center, through campus interviews, etc. So recruitment basically a process by which we search the employee and we encourage the employee to apply for the job. And for this we used the different advertising manner. That can be a newspaper, that can be advertisement on TV, publications, on windows advertisement. So these all are a way by which we can search the employee. Now how we can recruit the employee? So there are two sources of recruitment. These sources are internal sources and external sources. Now as the name is saying, internal sources basically means where we are searching the employee from inside the organization only. That is called internal sources. It means whenever any organization need employee and they search, they fill those jobs from inside the organization only, we call that source a recruitment source of internal. When we search an employee for filling a job position into the organization from outside the organization, we call that source of recruitment at a external sources of recruitment. Now see how internal sources, you can see from here also, internal sources refers to inviting candidate from within the organization only. Now following are the important source of internal recruitment. It means whenever any organization have the vacancies for the job, but they fill those job vacancies from inside the organization candidate only, or from the inside the employee of the organization only, we said that is a internal source of recruitment. Now what are the different source of internal recruitment? Now see, transfer. It involves the shifting of an employee from one job to another, from one department to another, or from one shift to another. So the first source of internal source is transfer. Children, when we talk about transfer is like shifting of an employee from one job to another, from one department to another, or from one shift to another. But there is a similar organization, inside one organization only, you are shifting the employee from one to another job, from one department to another department, or from one shift to another shift. So if you are filling the position of your organization by transfer, so it means the employee are shifted or transferred from one to another position from one to another job, from one to another shift timing, but the organization will be same. Now when we talk about the second form of organization into internal source of recruitment, we said it promotion. Now what is promotion? So student, any business enterprise generally follow the practice of filling higher job by the help of promotion or by the help of promoting employee from lower job. Like promotion lead to shifting an employee to a higher position carrying higher responsibility, facility, status and pay. Promotion is vertical shifting of an employee. Vertical shifting means straight shifting of an employee from down to top. This practice helps to improve the motivation, loyalty and satisfaction level of the employee. It has a great psychological impact over the employees because a promotion at the high level may lead to a chain of promotion at lower level in the organization. So the next source of internal source of recruitment is promotion. Now promotion is again an internal source of recruitment because we are promoting an employee from down to top but the organization will be same. Like here what we basically used to do, we used to shift the employee to a higher position by carrying higher responsibility, by giving him more responsibility, by giving him more prestige, facilities, pay, status. The employee who will be working in the middle level can be promoted into the top level, and the employee who is working in the lower level can be promoted to a middle level. The responsibility will be increased, the status will be increased, the payment will be increased with the facilities also, but still the organization will be same. So in both the cases children, in transfer also, in promotion also, we are shifting the employee, right? But the organization are same. These employee are going to be shifted from one to another place but into a same organization only. That is the reason we call transfer and promotions are two very important source of internal recruitment. Now the third source of internal recruitment is layoff, which is not a part of your BST syllabus of this say, so we will not cover this one. Now student, if you are going to fill or if any organization owner is going to fill the vacant position of the organization or business by the help of internal sources, what are the different advantage the owner is going to get by this? So we are going to read about the advantage of internal sources of recruitment. So the first advantage of internal sources of recruitment is employees are motivated to improve their performance. It says that if any organization is using internal sources to fill the vacant position, in that case we will be using either transfer or promotion. In both the cases, the employee of the organization will be motivated to improve their performance so that in future they can get promotion, they can achieve the higher level of payment system. So employees are motivated to improve their performance, as promotion at higher level may lead to a chain of promotion at lower level in the organization. So this is just basically motivating the employees so that they can improve their performance through learning and practice also. Now the next advantage of internal sources of recruitment is internal recruitment also simplify the process of selection and placement. Now in case of internal recruitment, it also simplify the process of selection and placement. The candidate that are already working in the enterprises can be evaluated more accurately and economically. This is a more reliable way of recruitment since the candidate are already known to the organization. Now one of the very important advantage of internal source of recruitment is that because the employee are internally exchanged from one to another places, they are in a same organization working, they are knowing about the rules and regulation of the organization. So it's a very simple process of selection and placement also. Now the next advantage which internal source of recruitment have is no wastage of time on the employee training and development. Now when we talk about internal sources, we can take example of transfer. transfer is a tool of training the employee to prepare them from higher job. Also, people recruited from within the organization do not need induction training. It means because the employee are from a same organization, so we don't need to waste time for providing training and development to these employees about the organization information. They are already trained about how the organization work. So in that way, we are not wasting a extra time if we will take the employee from outside. In that case, you have to provide training and development skills to the employee, which will waste your time also and which will waste even money also. So if we are using internal source of recruitment inside the organization, it provides us an advantage of no wastage of time on employee training and development. Now the next advantage of internal source recruitment is filling of job internally is cheaper. Now everybody know that when the job will be filled from inside the organization only, we don't need to go through with the long advertisement policies. We don't need to go through with a long marketing policy. If we are going to have a long or big advertisement policy, for that we will require more money, right? So in case of internal sources of recruitment, because all the employees are already working into the organization, they are well aware about the organization, right? So in this case, they don't require more money, or the organization does not require more money to fill the job internally. So that is the reason the internal source of recruitment is more cheaper in comparison to external source of recruitment. Now next is about the limitation of internal sources. Now the first limitation or disadvantage of internal sources is the scope for induction of fresh talent is reduced. Now this limitation said that in case of internal, what we basically used to do, we basically used to transfer or promote the employee from a same organization, and these all are the older employee. So in that case, we are not giving an area or opportunity to the fresh talent to come inside the organization, those who can work in a more development or technical way. In case of internal sources, the old employee of the organization are only put for the new job, either by transfer or by promoting them. So the fresh blood cannot be allowed inside the organization. So we are just avoiding the fresh talent. We are reducing the opportunity of fresh talent by the help of internal sources. Now next is the employee may become lethargic. Now in this case, this is the biggest disadvantage of internal sources, that the employee may become lethargic if they are sure of time-bound promotion. Now in case of internal source of recruitment, every employee know that after some period of time, whenever there will be a vacancy in the organization, they will be automatically promoted or transferred from their position. So they don't have that encouragement to work more betterly for getting promotion, because they are knowing that after a time bound date they will get promotion, their position will be increased. So in that case, employee get lethargic. Next is the spirit of competition among the employee may be hampered. Now in this source, the spirit of competition among the employee may be hampered said that when each and every employee know that within one particular period of time they will be promoted, so there is no competition between the employee. They know that no matter in what sense they will work, but if there is an internal source of recruitment, each and every employee after a particular period time has to be get promotion. So that spirit competitions among the employees are removed from there. The next limitation of internal source said that frequent transfer of employee may often reduce the productivity of the organization. This basically say that in case of internal sources, what basically has been done from the organization side, that whenever there is any need in a particular department, they basically transfer or promote employee of other department to that particular department. In that case, the employee who is now habitual of a particular work or a particular department, when frequently get transferred from one to another department, the productivity has been affected negatively in that way. Now once the person gets experience about a particular work, he is more productive about that work. But in case of internal sources, if the people or the employee frequently transfer from one to another places in the organization, it is directly or indirectly going to affect the or reduce the productivity of the organization, which will indirectly or directly have a limitation for the organization. So children, these are the limitation of internal sources. You have to basically keep one thing in your mind, that recruitment is basically searching employee or encouraging the employee for applying for job into the organization. Now when we search the employee for filling job position into the organization, that job position can be filled into two manner. One manner or one source is internal source, and the second manner is external source. Today we have read about internal source, where internal source basically say filling of employee into the organization by inside of the organization only, means to fill the job position into the organization from the employee, those who are already working into the organization is called internal source of organization. Internal source of organization can be done into three ways: transfer, promotion and layoff. Layoff is not part of your syllabus, so we'll be just going through with transfer and promotion. Transfer basically means shifting of employee from one job to another job, from one department to another, or from one shift to another, but organization is same. Promotion basically means shifting employee to a higher position. We basically use a vertical diagram for that, and it carry higher responsibility, prestige, facilities and pay. So this is all about your internal source of recruitment, and in the next video we will learn about the next source of recruitment, that is external source of recruitment. Thank you.